CNN, domestic terror groups pose a greater threat to America than ISIS or Al-Qaeda, a Justice Department official said Wednesday. And to help combat them, the department has created a new council who will coordinate the investigation and prosecution of anti-government and hate groups. Assistant Attorney General John Carlin, who oversees national security at the Justice Department, announced the new position, the Domestic Terrorism Council, following a number of violent attacks or plots against the U.S. that he said were motivated by anti-government views, racism, bigotry, and anarchy, and other despicable beliefs. So you can't be unconstitutional, massive government activity. You're thrown in with racists, and you're thrown in with bigots, and you're thrown in with terrorists. Can't we get a little clarification on this? More Americans have, CNN obviously regurgitating the government line. More Americans have died at the hands of domestic terror than the international terror groups that federal law enforcement focuses so much attention on, Carlin said, pointing to such high-profile attacks as the racially motivated Charleston church shooting in June, or the murder of 2 Las Vegas police officers by anti-government extremists. Well, of course he's right about that. These are nut jobs. These are domestic terrorists. And the full force of law should be pounding the crap out of them. Now, that said, ladies and gentlemen, ISIS and Al-Qaeda and the other cockroach subhuman barbarians, they want to blow up our cities. They want to get access to nuclear weapons. Remember that story the other day that I told you about? In other words, they want to blow our cities off the face of the earth. Well, but no, that's not as dangerous as whatever. So we now have a Domestic Terrorism Council. So may I suggest that the Domestic Terrorism Council supports securing the border so terrorists don't come into this country and commit acts of domestic terrorism. Will the council be doing that? I can assure you the council will not be doing that. Will the council be supporting local law enforcement, which has been attacked and undermined and dispirited by this administration? I can assure you the council won't do that either. No, I can assure you they won't. Let me ask you folks a question. When Barack Obama was hanging out with domestic terrorists, like Bill Ayers, when he was hanging out with radicals like Khalidi and Wright, would the Domestic Terrorism Council have investigated all of them, including Barack Obama? That's a serious question.